Hi everyone, so in this video I'll be trying out LDRS Creative's new boutique storefront that they have brought to HSN. Super cute die set. I did a whole video pretty much talking about everything that's in this, along with some of the other items that they had brought, which was like the little soda shop and then the farmer's market kind of cart or truck set. So today we'll be working on this guy. So this was sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. A new way to access those is also through YouTube here. They might have like a little shopping bag. You can click on that and it'll expand some more information, but if you don't see that there, you can definitely go to the description box and you'll find the information there, right? The product links. So I had mentioned in the last video how she has like little recipes here, and when I say she, I mean Angie, the owner, creator of LDRS Creative. And so you have these different dies here that as you look at this, you'll be able to put them together. If you're looking for the window, the door, you know, your awning, you can put it together to make like a little storefront or however you want to use it. I mean, there's lots of different ways. I love the cake stand. I think that is so adorable. These little cake stands over here, and then, you know, your cake layers with like icing and everything, and your little pie top. Really, really cute. So, I mean, we're just going to get right to it. Like I said, I went through all the different pieces in the original video. I will link it in the description box if you want to check that out. But today we're just going to go for it, and let's go ahead and make a storefront. I love the little chalkboard with the open, so I'm going to grab an A2 size card base. Let's go with that. Oh yeah, right here, A2 card, if you're doing that, and you can build up your storefront and then add your little bits there. So I'm going to follow along pretty much what we have here. You can do a doorway, you know, they have the door and the window. You can just do the door. You can do like this one, the longer windows with the door. Different mix and matching abilities there, and definitely check out the examples that they have on the product page, because they're very cute. So what I'm going to do is grab my base colors and we'll get started on our die cutting. So I have my card base. If you're making your own, you're going to want 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. You know, once I cut these things out, now I like the way she did this because you can do your door with this inlay so it looks like, you know, door like that, or you can just not have it, but you can also use that same die to help you make a backing piece for it. So like, let's say you want to cut something yellow or something so it looks like it's yellow inside, you know, the store or however, or your lighting. I'm just going to go with the light blue. I thought that's also a cute lighting option, so I'm just going to leave that there because everything I'm going to put just on top of that, the window and all that. So this piece is actually 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, just a little bit smaller than my card base, because I figure when I build these things it'll be all in there, and I just like having a little bit of a matte layer, so I'm just leaving that. If you want to just go 4 1/4 by 5.5, that's great too, whatever you like, or don't use that option, right? Just do it a different way. I did grab things for my window and for the door for right now. So for the door I have this guy, and you can see here they're showing you what you want to do with that. Be that and this, and then you're going to have a doorknob and the little mail slot or that kind of look. So that's basically this die right here for the mail slot. And the doorknob, I'm assuming, is just like a circular one, and I'm going to go with this one that's a little bit bigger. You know, you can use a smaller one if you like. I'm just going to go with this one. And so for my door, I have chosen the pink color. I like what she did here, so I'm kind of going with that a little bit as inspo. So with this guy, we're going to layer those guys together. And let me just cut this paper down a little bit. And then for the little mail slot and the door knob, I'm just going to run it through this metallic kind of green paper that I have, so that'd be cute. But let's just put that there. And of course you're going to want to tape that down so it doesn't move. And you line it up as nicely as you like. And I just made that up, so if you want to, I'm just eyeballing what looks pretty well centered there. So that one, that's our door. And I think I'm going to line it with acetate, guys. I think that'll be really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. For this part, I'm going to take the little mail slot and also the doorknob, which again, I use the larger circle. And then we have the items that I want, oopsie, for my window. So let's put those things to the side. For the window, I'm going to go with this really pretty coral color. And so that's this larger piece here. And it basically cuts this hole out right here. So that's what you're looking at. It doesn't cut on those little areas. But you have that. And then you'll have the space and everything to decorate in. So let me just remove some of this extra paper. And then the accent pieces. So what they're showing you here is that bit in the big window. You need 3 of this and 1 of that guy. So it is this piece. I'm gonna go with the cream color for accents. So we need this one, and then we need this to run this one 3 times, this guy down here. So we're gonna run this guy 3 times. So, you know, I'll put it in every scrap area that I have. So I'll be back with those pieces and then we'll go from there. Just looking at the sides of the building that we're creating here, there's going to be some visible here, and I have that blue in the background, but I want the blue to look like it's inside the store. So I'm going to just cut some pieces of paper that will work on either side of this little guy. And so I'm just going to make them the same 4 1/8 inches tall, but if I put these 2 together, they're almost 5 inches. So we need to cover, you know, 5 1/2 inches ish, actually 5 3/8. So I'm going to make this 4 1/8 inch tall and just cut a couple strips that'll help me kind of finish it up. And so I was going to make them 3/4 of an inch, but maybe just shy of 3/4 of an inch wide. I don't want them really too much sticking out from like behind the door or wherever, so I'll do a little bit smaller than 3/8 of an inch, and that'll help me kind of finish off the sides of my little store. And let's see, I'm sorry, 3/4. Did I say 3/8 of an inch? A little smaller than 3/4, sorry. And that should work. That should help us out on these sides here, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to keep these for a moment. We don't need them quite yet. Just looking at the design of my house. Okay, so for this guy, we have a couple items. So, my glue was open. Oh, it's because I used it earlier. I was like, oh no. I used it on the card base, didn't I? So our little mail slot, or whatever that is, we'll just put it there. I'm thinking a mail slot. Throw it to the floor there. Not great. And then right here, I just need my little doorknob. And again, I'm just referring to, you know, what they have drawn out here. It's super cute. They have it off to the edge a little bit even. It's cute. So like there. Like I said, I want to put some acetate on the back of this. So you have the dye. You can definitely just run that dye through and get some acetate going. But I can also just kind of give a measure and see how much acetate I need. So to cover the back of this, I'll need a piece of acetate that's a little smaller than, well, let's say just over 1 1/4 inches. I'll say just slightly over 1 1/4 inches by maybe 2 1/2. Okay, so just a little bit bigger than 1 1/4 inches by 2 1/2, a piece of acetate for that. And to cover this one also, I'll need something that's roughly 3 inches by 2 3/4 or something. You just need enough to have a little lip to hold on to, right? So I'm going to cut some acetate for both of those in just a second. When I come back, I'll have it. And then with this guy, if you look at the instruction here, they're showing like a strip down the center, like this area here. There's a smaller top, excuse me, and then this larger or wider area down at the bottom. So I'm just going to place this on here, and I'm just going to follow the layout. So basically you have this little strip that's kind of in the center here, and I'm going to glue these 2 on right here. You have these little accent squares. You only need 2, even though it cuts out 3. And then down here at the bottom, I'm just going to start with 1 kind of in the center. Oh my goodness, I can't pick it up. Glue that there, and then glue the other 2 opposite that. I'll be back. pieces. Again, just those little side pieces are going to help us out here, and then we'll, you know, build up our other pieces here. We're going to have the awning. You don't have to put the awning, you know, it's just another extra cute little thing that we can do. So I'm not going to stick any of these things down because I am going to place things behind the acetate, right behind the window, so I'll put those things to the side for right now. I definitely need that little sign, the little chalkboard sign that says open, so you have your different pieces here to talk about that. We'll get to the awning in just a minute. So we have, let's see, I'm gonna need the cake stands also, but for right now we're looking for this guy. So I'll cut this out of this brown color paper, and then of course the black for our little, you know, chalkboard kind of look, which I assume is this piece here. Yep. And then the words open, so I have some white paper here that I'll also just cut that out. And then I didn't grab the pieces yet for this, but you know, it's whatever else you like. So I think I'm going to make it a bakery. It's going to be very similar to this inspo here. Super cute. I love how, okay, so this is one of the cakes here. And then, so I'll run that through like a, you know, kind of tan looking paper, I suppose. And then these are the layers for that one, the icing for that one. So you have the icing for the top and that bottom layer. You know, you have your little pie, you have another cake that, if you're looking here, you have the different recipes for. So this other cake is this one with this top. That's another cake. And I think I would love to make a little pie. So we have two cakes and maybe a pie, or however, you have cupcakes, I mean, all kinds of cute things, but the pie is basically here along with the cupcake bottoms. So it's this one, you have the cupcake tops there, so maybe I'll do those, maybe I won't. We have the little pie top, right? So the colors I would like for those. And then we're gonna need something to put them on. So yeah, so maybe I'll cut out both of these stands, or let's see. Let me see what they did with this one here. Is that 3? That's that one, and then there's that guy. Yeah, so we have this cake stand. We also have this one. Maybe I'll cut out both of them and we'll see how we play with them. If I end up not needing 3 tiers, if I don't do like cupcake, maybe I'll just cut that off right there, right? We can place whatever we want on it. So we have those two. I'll already run through like black or silver, you know, colors. I mean, look at all the little like this guy right here. This is like an upside down kind of umbrella kind of thing. So it looks like those kinds that will hold your flowers like in a cute little, excuse me, yeah, that'll hold it in a cute little like bouquet kind of thing. Just like a hanging plant, of course. You have, you know, your planter, the lung planter. There's all kinds of the little clothing. I mean, look at the little stand. Isn't that cute, the little stand here with the little bodice, and then you can put the dresses on it. But anyway, I'm gonna start cutting and I will be back. And assemble my pieces for our little decorations, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the awning next, because we're gonna want to get that stuck down. Sorry about that. My little glue. See, I thought I had left it open, not too long, but long enough for it to get a little bit of a bump in the road there. So I have that guy. We have our open. I'm gonna put a little glue on the back of my hand. So I'm just gonna assemble everything, and we'll have those ready, and then we'll do our awning next. How cute is that? Let's get those on there. Oh, you know, I guess it could be sideways like this. That'd be cute too, right? A little more stylized. So I'm just gonna glue this little piece on top of that cake. And then we have, you know, our icings for this cake. So basically that layer is there. I have a chocolate cake with a white frosting, super cute. Our little pie, I'm just gonna glue it right at the very base there. And then we have our cake stands that we will play with in just a moment. So I'll be right back. All those put together, again, put those to the side. Super cute. And let's go ahead and make our awning if you would like that option. We're just going for it today. So, you know, whatever different colors they're saying, you want to cut at least probably 4 of these for the 5.5 inch card base, right, to go across. And you have a support strip. It says you want 3 of those. 2 are going to be holding these guys together. I want to see, oh, the third one is to hold these pieces because the awning base on this one is a little smaller. You know, if you want to do the awning base, you don't have to do the awning base. I was just kind of thinking about that myself, if I want to just adhere the awning itself. Because if I have this here, and then we have the little awning, you know, it's, you know, whatever you like to do. I don't know that it's 100% necessary if you don't want to include that. So we have this guy here, and our door like over here. I'll move that over probably a little bit. And then our awning's going to be here. So if you want to use that strip, put it together or not, it's up to you. I'll go ahead and do it so you can see what I'm heading for here, but you know, do what you like. So we have this piece. It's going to cut 3 at a time. It looks like, you know, I don't know if this is to scale, but you need 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 of them, but they're saying to cut out 5 of these, so 5 times, you know, run it through. And so we'll have that. And then the awning base is right here. You want 4 of those. The support strip is this longer piece, this wider, like this guy. And I want to see how, yeah, so it's about the 5.5 inches. You'll want 3 of this one. So what I'm going to do is cut the strip from white paper. I'll probably cut the base also from white paper. I'm going to cut a couple of these on some white paper, so just one time probably run that through. I'll run this through this red, I'll run it through this coral, and through the pink, so we'll have all those colors to play with, okay? So I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I'll leave this to the side for a moment because I ran it through 4 different colors, so I ran it through 4 times. It says to do 5. Depending on your card, if you're doing it one way or the other, you know, you need so many strips. So, let's go ahead and do the base part because I think that would be something I'd prefer to do right now. I left this one on a little scrap of paper because we're gonna have to cut some of it off anyway, so I didn't think it was a big deal. So let's see. Line up in here, base together on the back, cut off unwanted. I'm just gonna do it this way, and then we'll see how that works. So we're gonna use one of the braces. Sorry about that. So we have that there. And I'm just trying to see if they overlap or if they just sit right next to each other. So this is one of the pieces that's going to hold this together. I don't know if they're one right next to the other or like this. It looks like they're overlapped. And let's see. Yeah, that way it's one solid piece. Or possibly they're just one next to the other. So that's what I'm trying to check here. It looks like they might just be doing one right next to the other, because it does say to cut off the excess. So, okay. I mean, a couple ways to do that, right? I think if you do it overlapped, you're going to run out of these guys. You're going to have to cut another set. So it's up to you if you know, however you want to do that. So let's just bring that here. And then this nice one here, butt it up right next to it, and then this one here, and then we're going to cut it off, that excess bit on the side, which is basically right at one of these scallops here. So I'm just going to eyeball this, but if you want to, you know, take it to a guillotine or paper trimmer, you can do that too. There we go. I'm gonna let that set up before I move on to the next one. So I was just checking out the instruction as I was doing this, and to be honest, these side pieces, there's a die for it. I just cut, you know, with my own like eyeballs what I thought I would need. So sorry about wasting your time there, because you don't have to do that. You can just grab this piece right here and it'll cut it for you. And it looks like it's about 1/2 inch wide. So you have that piece that you can use to do the side pieces on the building. Okay, so something to think about. With these guys, I'm going to go ahead and kind of score these. Last time I kind of scored them afterwards, and that's okay too, but I think I'm going to give them a little bit of a bend right now. So all these pieces, this forward and the other score line back, okay? And I will be right back. So with this one, it's a nice long strip, so I'm going to put down some glue and just kind of work with it as I go, but I don't want it to dry too much, but let's say about halfway. And I'll just start placing some of these guys. So red, right along that edge there. And, you know, last time on the little fruit cart, I just did it all upside down, and that works out really well too, but this one's much longer, so I'm just going to start, and then I'm butting it up right against the next one. And there we go. Coral. And I'm holding it in the air because that's what I prefer to do, but if you want to obviously put it down on your table, you can definitely do that. And once you get the first few, then the rest are going to be easier. They just kind of pop in there. And I'm going to repeat the pattern. So red. And then just making sure they're pretty straight there. Then white. Then coral, then pink, and I'll just go down the strip adding more glue as I get closer to that area that needs more glue. And I didn't run any more through because I knew I needed to run it through 5 times, right? But I knew I had the 4 colors, you know, I'm gonna need some extras of certain colors, but I didn't have it planned in my head. So I need 1 more red and 1 more white, it looks like, right? And so I'm just gonna run through this dye piece and this dye piece. So I'm just gonna run through, so there's red and white, and honestly I can probably just do red like on this side and white on this side, just make sure we're covering a whole piece, and then I'll have 1 of each. I'll be right back. Last piece here, red and white, and those cut out perfectly nicely. So there we go. Now we have this strip. Of course it looks like little, oh, like one of those kalimba things. Have you guys seen that, when you go bing 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 and it makes a little noise? So cute. Okay, let's put some glue here. So I'm just going to add glue down above the score line on every single one of these. You can put glue on the whole strip, I suppose, if you want. Just putting it here. There we go. And I'm going to bring the strip over and just put it right at that score line, holding everything together nicely. So I need to get some things closer together, clearly. It's a little different down here than it was on the top. Just through here, bring those guys together. A little bit closer, okay. And I'll let that set for just a minute, a moment really, and I'll turn it over and see how it looks on the other side and just kind of make some adjustments, right? And I will be right back. Just scooting it closer together, all along this side. So let's bring this all back. And again, you have the die for these side pieces. I did trim them down to more like 1/2 inch because that's what it looks like that strip is, but you do have the die for that, so if you're going to build up your little house. And again, I did leave myself a matte layer, like just inside the white card border. I don't know that they're accounting for that, you know, over here, so I did my own numbers, and that's fine. But otherwise it looks like it fills up the whole A2, right? The sizing that they've included for your strips on the side and all that. So I'm just going to go right to the edge here. And it says to do the window, the door, the awning. I don't know if I want the awning, sorry, the base pieces over here. Cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it needs to go on top. I wasn't sure if I wanted this on top or this part underneath, then the window on top, you know, which is actually pretty cute because it does look like it has like a little curtain inside. It's whatever you like, guys. I'm going to go ahead and glue this part down. And again, I kind of leave it free flowing. If you want to put some dimensionals under this other area, you can do that just to keep it up, but I'm going to let it do its own thing. So I think we're going to add that last. So let's, and then the other tricky part about what I did is that I want to put the cakes and cookies and things underneath the window. So if my window is here, and let me see if I have it completely lined up or if I'm going to move it over. Yeah, I need to move over just a little bit. We have that there, and then we can have this guy right here. I can actually go ahead and stick my door down right now, so I'm going to do that. Unless there's something cute you want to put behind the door, little flowers or something. You have all kinds of dies for lots of cuteness on this one. And let's just put that right there, run it right against that beige. That's what I'm doing on that one. Okay, I'm gonna hold this down for a second before I decide, and then I'm gonna have my open sign over here. I think that's cute. So we have our cakes. On this one, I think this cake, I'm going to place it it's just gonna sit on here, and it's covering the whole thing, and that's fine. So that's how I'm using that one. So I'll go ahead and stick that together right now. So we have that guy on a cake stand. And then we'll have this guy on the cake stand, but I'll put it together once it's there. And then maybe just like the little pie in the window. How cute is that outside? Actually, I was thinking even one of these things would be cute just on the sign to look like a bakery sign. Like, oh, you know, they're open with little icon or something. But let me wait for this to set up and then we'll continue. Okay, so for this one, I have to have a really nice idea of where, oh, this not even stuck together yet. It's because that paper is so shiny. It takes a minute to really stick down, but I'll just put a little glue here and there. And this might be their first little item. So what I need to know is it's about there-ish, right? And we'll see what that looks like if I have put the window back. That is perfectly fine, and just maybe straighten it out a little bit. I'm gonna hold that down for a second and I'll be right back. Again, I have that shiny paper, the pearlescent paper, it all does not want to stick, so I have to wait a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, so if this guy's here, then the next one should be nearby. I can start designing things however I would like. I mean, it could be in the background like that, just, you know, I don't have anything for it to sit on there, so it can be like here, and then maybe this one on top of that, so it has like some perspective, you know, so it looks like this one's in front, and that's okay if my window's there because it looks like it's on a table or something, so that's fine. Go ahead and glue this guy down, maybe there, a little bit lower. Oh, come on. Tell you, these specialty papers, they're lovely, but you do have to be a little more patient with them. And I'll hold this guy down for a second, and then we'll come back and put our pie, and then we'll put the window on top. Okay, so if these guys are here, and that's there under the doorknob, so cute. Our little pie. I mean, honestly, the pie can just kind of be behind somewhere, and it looks like it's on another little tray, but I'm gonna put it like in the window right there. So, trying to judge just about where that needs to be. I'll arrange it a little bit. Oh. Oh, if you want to fill the pie too, you can definitely put like a little piece of paper behind it and just glue that in so it looks like it has cherry or something. Oh, actually, that's a cute idea. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's make ourselves a little cherry pie. So I'm gonna let that set up before I stick it down. I'll be right back. Let's try that again. Since I went ahead and made it into a cherry pie, I'm gonna put it right here, and then I'll bring the window over and see where we're at. And that's simply because I wanted to use acetate to make it look more real. Look at that. It's like perfect. All right, very well. I'm gonna go ahead and just glue this down straight. You can definitely shaker this. Oh, that would be adorable. If you want to put some dimensional adhesive behind that and just make it into a shaker. Very cute. Let's make sure everything's cleaned off. And this is kind of under my little doorknob. And these are the kind of little details I'm looking at here. So I'm just putting that there. And we'll hold that down and I'll be right back. Hey guys, see where we're at. Look how cute. And you can definitely, I'm like telling you, shaker the whole thing. Adorable. And this little guy, I'm just going to glue it down. A lot of times I like to kind of play with the dimensions, but since he has like skinny legs, what I usually do is I'll put dimensional up here and then stick it down here with glue. But with this kind of sign, you want it to be like this, right? It's usually like a little like easel kind of thing. So I'm just going to glue it down. Completely. I mean, it can go over here, you know, wherever you want it to go. I'm going to put it over here. Cute. Hold that down, and then we'll get our awning on, and that is our cute little card. Okay guys, so let's bring over our awning, and so I can just put glue all over the back of this guy. It does add a cute element, that background piece. I love it. So cute. So we're going to put that right at the top of the card. And I will hold that down, kind of get my hands in here, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, look how cute our card is. The colors are adorable. Again, I have my little matte layer back there, or, you know, I matted it. But you can definitely bring it all the way to the edge. And there you go. Here, it'll open. I mean, there's greenery and little butterflies you want to add out here. You know, you have like little sprigs, you have flowers. I mean, so many ways to just decorate this. The different kinds of establishments that you can create here. I mean, just lovely. On this one, they have like a larger rectangle with a little slot there. On mine, I just did like the male. Kind of was inspired by this one here. That's kind of what we did. But I mean, there's just so much that you can do with this set. Really, really adorable. I mean, so much detail. I love adding the acetate. I'm going to take that glue off of there. I think it added a special touch. And then, you know, if you want to put a little sentiment up here or something, if you want something extra like that, you can definitely add it wherever. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you so much, LDRS Creator, for sending these items for review. I'll have your images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. Again, the little shopping bag might have been there at the beginning of the video. And I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.